Hello, very warm welcome. We're going to talk about Oscar Piastri. And as you can see, I am joined by my loyal subscriber, F1 Fan Gamer.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on the channel. Very knowledgeable Formula One fan. Yeah, and like myself, he knows a lot about the lower categories. So we'll talk about Oscar Piastri. And yeah, let's get F1 Fan Gamer's thoughts on Oscar Piastri. What are your thoughts on the F2 champion?
Well, I think he's been absolutely robbed of a seat in F1. He won the F4, he won the Formula 3, won the Formula 2. Like, what else can he do? What else can he do to get a seat?
This is what I mean. You're like a mini version of me. Like, you know the lower categories. It's good. I like to keep my eye on the next up and coming stars like Hauger, Piastri. So
I mean, I know quite a few of them from karting because I do karting where how Hamilton started and everything. And I know quite a few. Ollie Behrman, who's gone into Prima for Formula 3. Johnny Edgar at karting in Formula 3. I knew Guan Yu Zhou actually. I think it was when I first started. I remember in the British Championships, and then I mean,
heard of Johnny Edgar. I've heard of him.
Yeah, but with Piastri, I know Zhou a bit, but like, I'm not going to be biased or anything. I just don't think he deserved it over Piastri. Like, 3 years in Formula 2, and Piastri came straight in and he won the championship. Like,
yeah, I agree. I think he's been robbed. He should be on the grid, but we know why Guan Yu Zhou is on the grid. And he's done all he can do because he won with Prima back-to-back seasons. So yeah, and it was quite a dominant season in the end. I know it went down to the final round, but there wasn't really a chance for the others in the final round.
No.
It was basically, so he's F3 champion, he's F2 champion, and it's like, it's a bad look for the lower categories. Like I always say on the channel, the F2 champion should be promoted to Formula One, like we've seen with the likes of Rosberg, Hamilton, Gasly, Russell, Charles, Schumacher. So yeah, but of course, as he said in his post-race interview, he's going to be doing a lot of sat on the sidelines as a reserve driver.
I mean, I really don't know which team he could go to, really, because I've heard Alonso wants to stay for another in 2023 as well. Ocon won't go anywhere because of his contract. I mean, the only seat I can really think of him going to is Williams, where if Albon smashes Latifi, then Latifi's just got to go. Like, I don't even know how he's got another year. Like, they even said in August, what's his name? Chos Capito is his name or something.
Yeah.
He said that they're fine with money and that, and then they retain Latifi. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. But once again, it's like money over who should be on the grid.
Yeah.
See, I've got written down here.
Mazepin Latifi definitely shouldn't be on the grid.
Yeah.
Stroll's to be honest, proved himself, but like,
he has, to be fair, pole position, top of the podium.
Let him off. I mean, we just have to see how Zhou does. I mean, if he's close to Bottas and he doesn't get thrashed, fair enough. But if he gets like thrashed by Bottas, Bottas by half a second every qualifying. If he gets, Bottas is loads of positions ahead of him, then you've got to question Zhou. But the only thing which I can think of him doing is maybe Porsche gets promoted in 2023, and then Zhou, shows the cash to Haas, 40 million or whatever, and then they get rid of Mazepin or whatever. But I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, I've got to say I agree with you. I've done a thumbnail before we started this, and I've put on it Oscar Piastri, no F1 seat is a disgrace, and that's how I feel about it. I think it's not right.
No,
he's done enough to be on the grid, and once again, it's money over the talent. I've got
this is why you need more teams, like another one or two, because 10 is just not enough. I mean, there's other drivers who's missed out on seats as well. Hulkenberg maybe, but he's getting on in age, but he still deserves to be on the grid.
Maybe another one.
Nick De Vries, he deserves to be on the grid. Formula E, Formula 2.
Yeah, I would even say Van Dorn. He didn't really get a fair shot because that McLaren was terrible when he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got written down here, 2021 champion. He's got a reserve driver role for Alpine. Obviously, he's going to be hoping to be on the grid in 23.
Yeah.
But it's just. I think it's a bad look for Formula 2 because they've promoted so many, but then Piastri, I mean, there could be 2 Australians on the grid as well, with Ricciardo as well.
I mean, I think Russell, he was in his first season and he won it. Leclerc as well. Hamilton, he won it in his first season, straight into F1. And then with Piastri, I just don't get how he's not on the grid. First year in F2 and he wins it and he's not on the grid. I mean, even before there was signing Zhou, there was talks of Nick De Vries. And then there was no talk of Piastri whatsoever.
Yeah, because Prima have actually been quite dominant over recent years in F2. Well, especially the last with Schumacher and Piastri. But I mean, he could end up going down the De Vries, like if he doesn't get a seat for 23.
Yeah,
he could not ever get in Formula 1, which would be criminal, really.
No, that's what I don't want to see happen. Is I do not want to see Piastri going down into Formula E, IndyCar, whatever, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, we've had a good discussion here. It'd be interesting to know what the people say in the comments, because I think me and F1 Fan Gamer agree here that Piastri should be on the grid in 20.
Yeah.
And so just wrapping this up, F1 Fan Gamer, what do you think? Is he going to get on in 2023? Alonso going to call it a day, maybe?
I mean, if Alpine have a good car, then I think Alonso will stay. But I think if they come like 7th or 8th or 6th, then I think he's going to call it a day. The same with Vettel. I think if Aston Martin don't have a top 14, top 5 or whatever, not fighting for podiums or whatever, I don't see Vettel hanging around either. So
again, a good shout. I've got to say, it's great to get you on the channel because you're very knowledgeable. Always in the comments, very loyal to the channel, and you deserve to come on and have your say. So great to have you on.
Yeah,
and we can do plenty more videos in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I'm back into work next Tuesday, so I might do one on the night if you're available at like 8 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, no problem. Always happy to get you on, have you say. That's what it's all about. So there we have it. We're in agreement that Piastri's treatment is a disgrace. Comment down below your thoughts. I will always reply. And once again, thanks to F1 Fan Gamer for coming on. I appreciate it. Adios. Thanks for watching.
See you in a bit.